This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
We say memo bibi akwa ban fabra Boadu TV so on subscribe ye best on subscribe my channel this ya that's na yen go straight up to Kelvin Taylor wa fire ewo ensem bebre eho na now yenti ade ba kwa Kelvin Taylor afire ewo ho se onim se mampan da John da mani Mahama se obebo ama Okada aye liga ewo memu se oba wasan ni Okada fo ne hia Kelvin Taylor fire wo wose ya adwenpa afenso onim se Ga Mantse otumfo osetutu abepio waba ne nchen nansa no beba no Ga Mantse ka asem bi se
ade na brofo no mo promote polygamy na omo ware bebre na afi ye no mo be for so enti
LGBTQ hwan na emfamfa so bi amre ya brofo no nya omade bi no mo ya omonye ye de ye mbra ne ya mamre ne ya mane e chiri sade no in fact Kelvin chese ekwan bi so ne ya adwe kwa bi so no Ga Mantse wona ne nya adwe kwa yenti Kelvin Taylor fire wa fire Bawumia yenti Kelvin
2020 Mahama and the NDC Professor Nano Poko Ajimamo ejina platform so kachire mo amuchi Okada ewo Ghana say NDC abano afa mo problem ato mo ho so sebio omo pese mudwuma amoye no edwuma no omo tenetene no na sebio mumbu mraso na sebio monso monsakoma no it is a taxi drivers it is omo omutwi de pragia ene ade enti NDC ka kire mu 2020 say moto abama omo a omo me make sure say John Mahama ne na no Poko Agima ne NDC aban no omo be hyemra na samra no ebebo modwuma no ho ban ema sebio mu no ebebo mo ho ban ene be sabo Ghana fo ho ban ema mo adi mraso ema obia nso ensa akona no John Dramani Mahama ka kire mu se mo boa na mo to abano mano na so be president a obie ni wo betata Okada ni se oy armed robber obie ni wa sebio ohu Okada ni a obe den obedidi na tem se we die omo ye news ansa na se omo na sebio omo di boni wo krum na senia yetuma ye taxi ama na tumi aye pepepe no ye betumi so aye Okada ama sebio emra sebio abon ho ban abeduru ha John Mahama asa hia Okada riders bibie eduru die the ball is in your court. And I am very happy say Okada rider bi ani Ghana with 12 years munyina mo ya papa mpanifo munyina moto petrol munyina 2020 Bawumia MPP Samia Wuku begada mo wo eye cycle ka kire mo say Mahamudu Bawumia say mwajiminti montoma no na ontoka amamo na momfanye work and pay Mahamudu Bawumia ka kire mo Okada for say obetoka amo obi ade ayedwuma 4 years ni on sankaka John Mahama da ho gina opunechi ebom o se awawade ene de ema sebio asma ana ebo a o hye mu no ema ne kura mo de kura ne se o se tumi saba de o masa kura ye ne se motorbikes a mu use a mo de petrol ene twi no o dwene ho ema o mo esimu pi se o mo de electric motorbikes beba na o mo de aden e de amamo as work and pay enti de yan se wo prepaid de yan say wato light de yan say wa charge moto ade chi adopa na wafa na rekwa adwuma na sebi wateteka no enti no John Mahama ne NDC for say enye just streamlining Okada no they are going to streamline it and also help you acquire electric motorbikes ubetum dia adwuma so sebi John Mahama dwene onka so be ma car because Okada ni bi aniwa ebetu atoka aba akwa ma the whole Ghana but Okada for there yenim say you are good with the bikes. It is very important to say, sir, initiative of John Mahama Sadiaba say, and you just streamlining and I say, Obama Emra, Asha Mujumana Ayadeno, or see, yes, sir, the electric motorbikes, eba, wow, opese who use electric motorbikes, send a bear, on top petrol too much, no, you have the option to come take one of the electric motorbikes, work and pay for the bikes. As simple. Into one guy's how here's electric motorbikes are by mini GB. The see I'm in adwuma 4 hours no akwa charge no aba no asabo adwuma nkoto petrol onya ne fa so good bottom. John Mahama said this is the new way to go. Electric motorbikes and asebio or the babeka streamline no ho na sebio mini anum bi aka say eye Okada adwuma ne de adentina John Mahama streamline no na ebema ayehu ne ade na Okada adwuma de ehu na nka onya pa anka eye Okada de onja no mameka bibi nkyere mo Okada business, it has come to stay in Ghana. Nobody in Ghana or no government or no political party can say Okada will year free system. It can never happen. Because Abaya part of our life, we need to find ways to make it fit in our daily life. And the only way we can make it fit in our daily life is we need to strategize, draw a plan, have a policy, have programs. That is all. Nobody on earth can say, Obe stop Okada. Nowhere. In the US, New York City, people are riding Okada to deliver. People are riding Okada to do a lot of things. So you cannot say, Okada no de, Enisa John Mahama deba na dangerous. Your plane out of form, your car ni pewu. It is all about the rules. It is all about making sure, what's the shemra? Okay, what's the shemra? Ebema obia ochi Okada bia ebedi. So that's how it works. Into the first thing we catch them, yaba shemra. Emra ne chere say untumi tina Okada so a abra onya registered, abra wundi mbra no so, abra udu red light a obetwem, emra ne ubedi. Owia or say there is another suggestion. Ubetumi ayeden, ubetumi akam, or you can go for electric motorbike, and that is what we want as a nation. In the John Mahama ka ye mejina antietiem. Una uchi Okada no, una auto petro no, una auto nsuo, una auto Ghana, una onim se ne awobre. So when yini na se wo mpese obedwene na so do Jimmy beto ma Bawumia enye me mfie nan ni sebio mokoto abama Bawumia no anka mbenya so mfa so anka munya. Into this time no enya afi ne bepe obi a chew se Okada fuei ye na igu fom ye sremo monto aba na obi mbeye modwuma ni yema mo dabi munyina mo yempenifo mo to fufu dwene mawo mo yempenifo munim de ye. So we are leaving this for you people to think about. So make the right decision. John Dramani Mahama Aka or say Mahama assures Okada riders their operations will be legalized in 2025 once they must adhere to safety, training, and traffic rules. Or say Okada the obedi president you be legalized no, you be streamline no, but Oma will be a warning. The moment obey Okada rider also dimra no so. Finito. Long story be anyway. Now, my only Ga Mantse has spoken, and it's been a while I spoke about Crime 4, and this is Ga Mantse in Crime 4 Hinikesie, and I respect him a lot, and I give him all the respect because Akunyana Odine Enya Kunyaketwa, and Crime 4 Paramount is one of the biggest paramounts in Ghana. Siakas will be a Ga Mantse. It is not a small title, it is one of the biggest titles in Ghana, and as far as I know, say Yakase Ga Mantse, he does not represent himself. He represents the Nkrainfo, the people, the Gamashi, the Ga people, the Ga traditional council. Or no any DNM making sure say a year Nkrainfo apom den Nkrainfo airden development Nkrainfo airden how they can protect airden omo tribe no how they can protect airden omo traditions no. He becomes the leader. So technically he is not a small person when he just say Ga Mantse. Inti Ga Mantse kasa asem bia e wo se yesom na asem no yesom a ne ahwe se ne asem no tie se ebeboa ya ne ama na na tia asem na na wo kan ye de ebeboa ya na na ebia asem a wo kan ye de mebia ebia na na ne ngina so no enhyeda engina ne na so ye inti ebia nka obesa babie ma sebio ohene a onim nyansa na de bia no ofam penifo twa ne ho hia eni ntina sebio ohene bekasa na chiame edinanim so ohene kasa na chiame no sebio so ohene na no pakura na chiame no ayede apepa asem no na asem na ayede inti eye Ga Mantse ye ohene kase and sebio ye ne aye ne nananom na sebio ye na somfo no we will make sure say nana etu ne nan a ye ma nipa bi emfa na no asem enkosi bone enkoka asem bi entia no na nana ka asem bi so na sebio yabodwe yabo so enjo so a ne ama na ati ase nana ene asebo ya okan mum de sebio nka okan ne say ya anka beboa ye nyina every say wo na wo ye hene Ga Mantse akasa. And what did he say? Or say anti-LGBT bill, the West should promote polygamy. Ga Mantse. You heard the Ga Mantse na de na okan nyina ne say e trumu asemi na ono so de na no atum na Ga Mantse asema kan say ono oye ohene oye obi a oje ye nananom som edi e na osai kristoni. Hey Dana, we are mixed race religious. Religiously, we are mixed race. So you are a traditionalist and you are a Christian. How are you able to manage the two? But it's all good. Ga Mantse says he's a traditionalist, He is a traditional leader and he's also a Christian. Now, ono na dwenchira ewo trumu no asem ni nyina se o say adenti na abrofo no eba aware dodo a sebio omu kromu no omu nyeden omu promoti a sebio eba anti LGBT ana trumu Ghana nsema na abrofo no sebio omu hyehya ase. The problem I have with this statement and say abrofo no omu ti omu krom na se omu so omu mpe aware dodo ana polygamy omu support polygamy. At the end of the day, say abrofo no kra na support polygamy. Na say abrofo no say omo nye de ya. We are people yesu yewo yepe. We are a sovereign country. Ye nipa yesu yetumi ebe decide de ye ne yepe. So I believe sanana, it is not about abrofo accepting polygamy. It is about us as a people taking a decision whether we want to live with LGBTQ or not. The argument is say abrofo hyehyase e no mo pese ye gi trumu no, it is confusing. It is basically it does not make our case even better, because you see, we are people who can think for ourselves. We are people who can go to the ballot and elect our leader. So at the end of the day, no, it is not about what the white man thinks. It is not about what the white man does not believe in. It is about what we believe in and what we want. So the Ga Mantse statement, I feel say it falls short a little bit. It falls short because at the end of the day, sa abrofo no kra enje polygamy ntuma yomo problem. Na yeni eti Ghana no yebese agi trumu anase yebese beji atum. Ya abrofo na also decide my anase e say yeni decide, because at this point we have a president who can sign this document to make sure say the anti-LGBTQ has become law. So why are we not channeling our energy and telling the president, say, Mr. President, whatever the white wants to do is their problem. Whether they like polygamy or they like LGBTQ or they don't like polygamy, it is their own problem. But as far as we are Ghanaians, Mr. President, you have to sign that document so that it will show, say, we have also taken a step. We have made a decision without anybody influencing us. Because we know what we can do and say to make this problem end. So at the end of the day, we are the people who have to make a decision for ourselves. Because at the end of the day, no, are we going to be sleeping with our mothers in Ghana? When the white man refuses to adhere or legalize polygamy, are we going to do it? It is up to us to make that decision. And this is the situation whereby we have a president who has a document on his desk that he can sign today to end all this. So why are we not telling the president, Mr. President, apart from me being a traditionalist, a traditional leader, and a Christian, we also have morals. We also are people who can make decisions for ourselves. So I believe that Ga Mantse was supposed to direct his message to the president. Because in the first place, if the president had signed the document, the Ga Mantse would not be making this statement. The Ga Mantse is forced to make this statement because the president that we have elected to do what we want, because that document came from parliament, and the parliamentarians are our representatives, including the Ga Mantse. He has a representative in parliament. So when our representatives take a document to the president and he fails to sign that document, who are we supposed to blame? We are not supposed to blame the white man, because the white man has things he believes in and we have things we believe in. So why don't we insist our leaders sign the document so that what we believe in, we will know, say, it has been protected. But we know exactly what we have to do, what we have to say, the people we are supposed to address. Ga Mantse, with all due respect, you have left the main reason, and without due respect, all that you were talking about will not solve our problems. I am being honest here. Akwesi Broni or Tini Baby, whether he's manipulating or not manipulating, we as a people, we as Ghanaians, we have our own conscience and morals. So why are we not insisting? Why are we not telling the president to sign? Because I believe if the Ga Mantse sits in public, calls the press, and tells them, say, I am the Ga Mantse, I'm a traditionalist, I'm a Christian, I'm a Ghanaian first. I am a Ghanaian, I am against LGBTQ. Mr. President, my representative, my MP came to parliament and passed a law. Mr. President, with all due respect, sign it because I am against it. What do you think the president will do? But when the Ga Mantse is blaming a white man who at the end of the day, when you allow yourself they will use you. That means Ga Mantse is basically not speaking to the issues. With all due respect, say, you have gotten this wrong, you goofed, and I think it is always important for us to direct the message to the proper office. And the proper office is the president's office. So I believe that we can do better. We can be more precise. We can take the bull by the horn. We should stop dancing around the issue. Polygamy and white man does not come into this conversation. Polygamy and white man, it has not come into this conversation. Because the white man has been living for over 500 years. If he wanted to admit or legalize polygamy, he would have legalized it. The white man has been living for years. He has legalized LGBTQ. With you, what is your decision? Are you going to wait on the white man, or you are going to take a decision? Especially when the president has a document that he can sign today. So Ga Mantse, Bibio Tafrache, a statement, no direct. A statement, bubuashi, lungu. A statement, a direct mbo. Minke, polygamous or polygamy, abrofu mo, a concern. Real issues, discuss, oproto, okufuado, oproto, atakura, a direct message. Kebo atakra a signed signature or a bill ne. Atakra a buru chon. Atakra a buru. If atakra in minke atakra sign a document, BBO a conversation a abruptly ended. Tafrache Ga Mantse. And I know Ga Mantse he understands my Ga. Onim dia mekanina. I understand my Ga, he understands my Ga, and the Ga I am speaking, the Ga Mantse understands perfectly. And the English I spoke, and then American in Kremu. Now, the Ga Mantse spoke again, and this is what he said about elections. He said, ensure 2024 election is peaceful. Ga Mantse admonishes EC other stakeholders. Now, this is the quote. There are regulatory bodies like the EC. There are bodies that have been put in place to monitor the arms of government, executive, judiciary, and the legislature. They have to put a strategy in place to make sure 2024 elections is a peaceful event. End of quote. And this is a statement from Ga Mantse. Or say, your institutions are yet your matu ano say or mine way yabebo hu ban eba abatuo sebio president to kura office no ye wo omo wo so mo check president eye parliament eye supreme court eye EC no enti Ga Mantse futu de magana ni say moma ye nyina make sure say science institutions ye nyina be ye dwuma bom na abana ye koto no abano aye peaceful send ye be ya obi mbo obi tu. I have a problem too with this statement, Ga Mantse. Mibio problem is second statement. My problem with this statement is that when you are going into an election where a party believes that they were not treated fairly, we were in this country. In Greater Accra region alone, over 4 people were shot and killed. This is your land. Over 4 people were shot in the Greater Accra region. Lord Come's bodyguard killed a young man. And these events all happened on your land. For 4 years, we have not pushed for the right institutions to make sure all these people are brought to book and all these people who committed the murder. Now, when a party has been treated this way in 2020 and coming into another election, do you think that party will allow itself to be treated the same way again? I don't believe that will happen. So, Ga Mantse, calling for peace, we have to understand that we can never get peace when we have issues that we have to resolve. Till date, you have not taken the opportunity to make sure that people who were responsible or are responsible for the murders that happened in 2020 election, those people are brought to book because the murders happened on the Ga land and you are the overlord of the Ga land. And I'll prefer that you insist that the Ghana Police Service, the EC, at the end of the day, every single issue that happened in 2020 on your land, that issue is resolved before election 2024. Because those who felt that pain, those whose people were killed in 2020, they are never going to come with a peaceful heart. They are pained. They are going back to contest with the same murderers who killed their brothers and sisters. So I believe that if you want to preach peace, so ohene opesa who preach peace, I believe you are supposed to tell the security agencies, tell the president, tell the EC that the problems that we are encountering today or encountered in 2020, those problems are supposed to be solved. Because if you don't solve those problems, the probability of people being killed again in 2024 is high. Lord Kome will kill again. The Jubilee House will kill again. The EC will make sure they manipulate the system for chaos to happen, for your own children to die. I'm talking about the Ga people. So it is very imperative that the Ga Mantse, first of all, call out the security agencies to make sure they solve this problem. People have been killed on your land through elections. You have ignored that matter. You are telling us to be peaceful. How can we be peaceful? Ga Mantse, if so palace, na so be betatao, na so ko report ma police, na police can say, oh, it is fine, don't worry. Na ni palace aba wa himfie, na osadi to betatao. The next time ni pa ba catch the police, you shoot the person and say, I have been trying to stop this. I've gone through the process, but the police, they have neglected it. For 2 times I have been to the police station. They didn't bring any protection. They didn't even stop these people. They didn't apprehend them. They didn't jail anybody. So the next thing to do is to defend yourself. And self-defense can come in different forms. You can kill somebody defending yourself. So I believe, Ga Mantse, this your statement is a little weak for me. It is very, very weak. I believe you have the opportunity to speak again. When you get the opportunity to speak again on this matter, please do your best to let the agencies, the security agencies know. Let them know there is a king in Ga. Let the people, let these politicians know you are a king. You are not a mere chief. You are a king. Let your authority be known. Let the president know. Let the chief, the police service know. Let the security agencies know. Ga Mantse, Tafrache, me explain Mimbo. A statement about peace, election 2024. Me ake a statement a week chon. Statement a week chon. Me believe statement a direct statement to security agencies bulu security agencies a chon atata amutata ngrafo atata shoot ga bibio enyo ekobe enyo nipa be 5 destroy Ga Mantse a statement a week mean ke come again Sabolai denche a statement direct statement able to president security agencies elections 2024 a peace BBO. Thank you very much. Ga Mantse rotiasie sa de no ye ne yate ye kan kran ache Ga Mantse opema some rough and also film in cry no o say oh Kevin is right. Ga Mantse de enye say bia on film Ga Mantse nana tafrache. All right, now let's talk about this in kind meeting kind rough in kind for ni ati ase in kind what ase ai mo chi kwa be free for amombo no ai the next one nungwa for mo chi kwa be free for amombo no onye ni papa odidi mu atem. Now the next one enie nungwa kwa me free for eyibo serious beatings imbo disrespect traditional rulers boy banchiri enyo eyibo. Now story for fraba me be chechi mumu. Vice President Dr. Bawumia has announced that the Kotoka International Airport will introduce e-gates for check-in by the end of the year. This innovation, he believes, will bypass the need for immigration checks at the airport, enhancing the overall travel experience. Bodam asa start biom. Bodam said Mahama Bawumia akasa muntie no. Na remember, kasa na okano okoshia asofo e na o say twantro. Mese mo asofo no mo na mo be say Ghana. Because mo asofo na mo so nsem hunu so. Mo so politicians atro so. Last week Bawumia eko hu asofo mo ba ho nyobi nya 300 Ghana. Yeah. Me pese asofo na mo koshia Bawumia e hu no. I want them to come out and say they didn't take any money after the event. Asofo na Bawumia ko hu omo ho last week, they all took 300 Ghana, ebije 500 Ghana. Moya ebebo videos and the pictures natural. Anytime I get a more for the money, moya problem no. Bawumia ba ho mosa lie bet now. You people all took money. You took 300 and 500 Ghana each. Me personal ba akoma na because I didn't take any money. Na mention the chegi. Me per one pastor who went to meet Bawumia in the Volta region. Ho me personal ba akoma because I didn't take a dime. They took money. Adena muguni pay ni sir. Why do you make politicians treat you people like, without due respect, like dogs? 500 Ghana, 300 Ghana, cheap. Now, Mianka end the story no. They took $25. Yeah. I saw for them $25. Men let's steal me in din. You try pictures in na. Mo be say guma sorry, you good in na. You are not men of God. You are criminals, some of you people. Now, Mahmoud Bawumia Samno kan mumientie no.
In fact, before the end of this year, if you arrive in Ghana at Kotoka Airport, you don't even need to go to an immigration officer. We are putting together the e-gates. You put your Ghana card, it will open for you, and you pass and enter. The e-gates will come into work in Ghana before the end of this year. In fact, before the end of this year, if you arrive in Ghana at Kotoka Airport, you don't even need to go to an immigration officer. We are putting together the e-gates. You put your Ghana card, it will open for you, and you pass and enter. The e-gates will come into work in Ghana before the end of this year.
Akwawe Bedi president, 8 years, on see airport. Akwawe. And they all can say, by the end of the year, no, or the idea be ba, Udu airport, a friend e-gate. This way. We Akwawe, we ye flat or you full mental FM. Bawumia HMO or you full mental. Or since the Siano or the idea be back to Kotoka International Airport. Nanka Bobu says one is see. Kotoka International Airport no wapem pem de see meboa. Or the idea be back to Kotoka International Airport way or your FM full mental. And your HMO the sanka half mental or your FM. Now how many upon say or no, by the end of the year, or the BBA friend e-gate ba into Obana Kutagana can of Fabrica, immigration officer be and stop you. And one so quite another cannot ato a machine so no coffee. Near to Krumha. And I'm very sure, I thank you, article. I was about to talk about this same thing. Moti America 2021. Before 2021, I think. Americans introduced a self-check machines. Utubido passport. If you're a green card holder or you are an American passport holder, say now print it. And no crown a printing via some paper never print man. You still have to walk to an immigration officer. You don't just pick the paper and walk home. Even that one in America, no. You still have to take the paper that it will print for you, no. You walk to an immigration officer, the immigration officer will check because some of the papers, no, say a print bar, you are supposed to be checked. What's a you're crossing the sea. Even that one, because of its inefficiencies, because it was not effective, because it was making criminals go through the system, the American government abolished that system. Sa self-check, no, the whole United States, because the Americans believe that you need to see an immigration officer. Talking to an immigration officer, he will know what is wrong with you. Even America, come introduce self-check, they have taken it away. And no airport in America uses self-check. But Bawumia catch them say, Mwejiminti. Also the BBF for the e-gate ba ukuta Ghana card now the cocaine ba udru ya now the Ghana card na ato ato machine so no afem on immigration officer bi ankasa enkwasi asem we wuti bi wen into Nigeria na ukofa cocaine na because I know international flight so if Nigeria ba Ghana international flight into so Ghana ni na to kwa Nigeria na wo land Kotoka na cocaine gu bag na Nigeria for ancho na udu Kotoka na ukuta Ghana card the only and say or the Ghana card na to in so na udi cocaine twem nkwasi asem we wuti bi wen. The United States about technology around the world almost second almost first almost say that self-check machine it It is not the right way to go. In North America, ye yini nyine free ho. And so Bawumia jina Ghana catch us off war. Bawumia jina Ghana or catch us off because when Ghana for Jimmy. Sa Bawumia we and you're not for COVID-19 a app by Mumusansa app on way. Mumusa say app on a wing, Bawumia, almost $3 million app. Mumusa Mahmoud Bawumia say, Sa app na or say Okofa Bano, app on a wing. Na ojina software ni wo na software bo mu nsem. Adan ya, mesemwa software mo na mo be say Ghana, mo mubi. You are bad people. You are corrupt bad people. Some of you these church people. Some mo software ni bi, mo na mo be say Ghana. Self-check at this point. At this point where Ghana has become a transit point when it comes to drug trafficking. You want to introduce self-check in Ghana. Because you could Ghana card, you can just fly to Togo, fly to Nigeria, fly to Ivory Coast, bring cocaine and walk through and go home and go and pack it in your headquarters. And this is the most stupid idea ever any politician has come up with in our history. Into your Ghana Ghana card, no, uchema machine car se kwa na uko immigration officer. Americans believe in contact. Standing before an immigration officer, your body language, the way you speak, how you roll your eyes, how nervous you are, and no never say nipa ya oba krowe muno or the right or agini papa na odeba or kodi bone or be coup president no or be ye bibi. That is how you need that human contact. Or technology cha America. Busom sa dentino mi free o mama sa nkwase asem we ende o se e-gate kwase bi betena radio saka say Bawumia de nyansa foforo aba ade we abrofo wo mo de ba akro mo gya yusu because onum say emboa boys in adwuma ye amanfo ne adwuma mudi mu jimi jejina na e-kill na e-gate e-toilet na e-dia nsuo jiminsa. People need job, people are hungry. Bawumia level of thinking, no, I say kwa do be. What he needs to be doing is to be telling these people how he's going to bring the dollar down. This comedian has failed to speak on the dollar. Me say mobe tuma kande mobe kan owiase nyina akire. Bawumia na kofa Yesu toilet ba ye. Bawumia de onimnyansa. Bawumia no say mo kan nyina wia ye say dollar na ye saying dollar no mabodam. Mubetuma kabibia mundidi professor na no poko ajimatem mundidi Mahama atem mundidi obia atem enfo obia ho dollar na mode ba ye no dollar no mo fa no we emmoa dollar no mo fa no we today a pound is almost 18 emmoa. Come and explain that to us because Ghana no dollar na run Ghana. The dollar runs Ghana's economy. And that the pound is at 21. 1 pound is 21 Ghana. Because I'm paying you e-gate. Who cares about e-gate now? Since I'm Mahama eye kutuka, yenya problem you kutuka. When I bet kutuka say nipa ba pay so anto da ho. When did you hear any blogger say me bet kutuka no nipa ba pay so me ntuma go fie? Nobody. So is that a priority? The guy has no priorities. The guy is an idiot. Now, most of one motor, no person much say Ghana na monte biana. None of you have been able to ask Bawumia about the dollar. More asofona obejejina munim, and more asofona mojeje 300 Ghana and 500 Ghana no. None of you guys have been able to question Bawumia. Say, Mr. Bawumia, the people who come to my church, they are businessmen. Before he came to power, they were buying the dollar or they were exchanging the dollar at 3.8. Today, the same businessmen in my church, they are taking the dollar out. The dollar exchange is down 16 to 17. What are you doing about it? Because you told us that the dollar will fall. The dollar will stay at 3.8 or lower. And most of what my most amount Ghana. And so yenya si kana mujididi. Ejuma be na most of moye. Enya collection na moye. Na yenya wo chiri e be mo atom. Na yenya asofo bia wo Ghana mani musa Bawumia aden na dollar na edu 16 na won ka ho asem aden na won kotena office na won solve dollar no problem de bia na mashaka sok na kwase ampanyi we bekeka kwase asa na bobbo mu nsem na ma asofo ma sorry ma no omo bre na ma asofo mo mma na omo etia collection ma yede hwe mo ene mo mma no omo mo bre mo nkasa ma omo Ghana yakoma e dollar the dollar ne ba fo obi a ho beto no dollar ne ba fo obi a benya dwuma Mon kanche asimesi. Ameni ampon Bawumia say. Onko tina office non solve dollar no problem. Na ka bosumi numni atoaba. Adekudienti amoya campaign ma Bawumia e wo ma sori dem no say. Musu oya economist ne anti bi da. Ne anti Ghana ne anti word economist da because Bawumia nkwa na economist wo wiase. E na mo ka say yenyina fa gimi nkotoma Bawumia na ende. Pound no 21, dollar no almost 17 na Bawumia gina wonim e ka kire e-gate. E-gate ne hian. Now we bush for say they took akwa abruchiri. How many times do you go to Kotoka International Airport? How does it benefit you? Wow, what swame e-gate e benefit you. Wow, what bantama e-gate e benefit you akwa beso. Wow, what kwabre. We are talking about the dollar that will benefit you. Dollar no na epese eteso. Huh? Na mama kwa we di triwu shine said ya body dia jejina ho panteke kan kwasi asem na mo so no so mo aso for mo ya mo sa mo nte Ghana ana mo nya adwuma ni ndira. Mo asofo di bi mo munye adwuma nti mo gisa brabo na easy sa ho mo asofo di bi some of you this men of God you don't work until you think it's easy. Every Sunday you come and stand there and pick one book somebody has written, say the things in it and people give you money so you think it's easy. It's not easy. Speak for the people. E-gate unhinim ana na adwene say Ghana nyina ya akra nkwa ho. Now I want to ask Matisse Bawumia or Cape Coast so obeko Cape Coast. Now me krom Cape Coast for. I want to ask you people. And this goes to the Central Regional House of Chiefs. Mr. S, Mr. P. Did Bawumia go to the Central Regional House of Chiefs today? The Central Regional House of Chiefs. Near to Ghana and 2020 Mahama Bawumia eba the Central Region. Mi ankasa mi enfantini. And obeka kire mu ahemfo no Okada mu nyina including mi ankasa me nana me wofa kwesi ata the Central Regional area Cape Coast man hene. Bawumia made you people come sit on your asses mo betena motoso ahemfo akese mututu montoma Mahama Bawumia ba UCC ebeka kire mu manim se obeye airport amamo. Majority of you mo ahemfo a mo Central Region mo nyini chen Bawumia. Me papa o chen Bawumia. Bawumia gada mo ahemfo ni nyina wo Central Region ka kire mo say obesi airport the same time na Commander Sugar Factory esiwo Bawumia nyeye. Mbia no ema mo nananom enye dwuma nyeye. This guy stood in front of you guys and said this.
Railways and ports, and for the people of Cape Coast, I have good news for you. We are building a new harbor in Cape Coast and a new airport in Cape Coast. It is very critical that we do that. An airport makes a lot of sense in Cape Coast. It's a real tourist hub, and between Greater Accra, Kumasi, and Cape Coast, you have a triangle that really is a lot of hub of economic activity. You can build railway lines between them, and it's a major growth pool if we put an airport here to drive infrastructure growth. Of course, we are going to continue to construct the Eastern Line. We are going to construct the Eastern Line and the Ghana.
This guy came to Cape Coast. When I'm also school, I can see the Central Regional House of Chiefs. What's your priority? My father is there. Some Central Regional House of Chiefs. Me papa kan. Me busam se mo. Ahemfo na mu go no dia na mo pe. Mo nana no na mu gu fie na de bia mu jam ho ko meeting no. Dia meeting na ya mo ye. The Central Regional House of Chiefs president, I know you are an MPP rep. What do you people talk about when you go there to have meetings? I want to know. Is it about the development of the people? Are you meeting to help the people of Cape Coast get jobs? Are the meetings about the people? Because I am for more Central Region, representing Nipa. With all due respect, Nananom. Now, say politician abegina mwenim. Now was set mobo. Abra na de wo hokrampo no onfa nsan kan na infie 9. That politician has not shown any respect to you people. Why do you allow that politicians to come stand in front of you again for you people to be exchanging pleasantries to the politician? It means you people, with all due respect, you are giving the politician room to disrespect you. And you chiefs, with all due respect, Cape Coast, Ogwaman, Central Regional House of Chiefs. If you people entertain Bawumia, then it means you are allowing anyone to disrespect you, the chiefs. Because the guy came there to promise you. And for 4 good years, you people have been paying taxes to Bawumia. You people have been paying taxes to Bawumia for 4 years. You people, your children, your grandchildren, your wives, your mothers, you have been paying taxes to Bawumia. It's 4 years. No airport. Now, this same guy is coming back to you. And the question is, one ankasa, Commander Sugar Factory, do you people like it or not? Someone per factory now, because it is looking like I am for now more central regional. Mwangasa no say, without due respect, a kronangasa no penny ye. Mwangasa munye ready say mobe kasa eman puntu aba kronim, and I'm talking about the Central Regional House of Chiefs. Sananano modo infantifo na se mo pese ye ne mo nananom ehu se omo wo mpanifo a sebi omo dwene omo daache ho a ahemfo omo Central Regional House of Chiefs. You write a statement to the president that you need the Commander Sugar Factory to be working. It's been 8 years. Part be na buy no mo be see ye. Part be na buy you and no mo be see ye. And na mo ahemfo ni bi eye campaign tia sa party no. And na ye two party no. And na mo de atakora ni amani ampon be di ye so. For 8 years, the Central Regional House of Chiefs, you have not been able to write a statement to the president. You have not been able to move and interact to the Jubilee House to tell the president and Mr. President, in fact, a millionaire now, Commander Sugar Factory, when are you going to put it together? Because near and MP before catcher say, Oma cram machines are Yede Babe Commander Sugar Factory. Near tia and MP voka say, Oma Kodja says your sugar, cane, and sugar. Yet Tikroma, nothing has happened. So why would you allow Bawumia to come to you? And when you know to Bawumia, Bawumia will see you as a fool, with all due respect. The moment about Miababa, money no, obey Jimmy, with all due respect, and I will not allow a politician, a political party, to see me, menananum, omudi, our mind so, say omuyankwasiafo. That is why some of us we get angry when politicians come to you. When they come to us and they come to your palaces and they lie to us through your palaces and you don't react, it gets us pissed off. Because answer a politician, that politician will go through a chief. And into the biano, almost be a programmer, almost say on him betanasiye, send a beya umu chatron near chafa umu. Into that day, namun to me and question abino. Besides, why are you not able to question? Why are you not able to question the government? We want to know. Because as we sit here, Senka from 2016, Commander Sugar Factory started say ye juma, anka about 90% of Cape Coasters, anka omunye juma ye. Inti ahemfo mi busa say, muko the Regional House of Chiefs, Central Regional. What do you people discuss? What do you people discuss there? And Bawumia ba, are you not ashamed to entertain Bawumia? Now, this is what happened. See, this is what the Ghana Statistical Service is sharing. Ghana spent over 1.6 billion cedis to import sugar in 2023 alone. 3 times of what was used to build Commander Sugar Factory. Nananom, are you not ashamed? Monferry, are you not ashamed that Bawumia will come to the Regional House of Chiefs and you people will be giving him a chair to sit down? Almost say, Afia Echemuno, Ghana ekra sugar nkwa 1.67 billion. 1.67 billion worth of sugar. Sa sika de kra sugar no ana esichire no ye betumi de esi Commander Sugar Factory 3 times. Nananom na Commander Sugar Factory esi masas so you don't care. What you care about is you are waiting for a politician to come and lie to you again. Into the young people, no, what should they do? That's what I'm saying, or I keep saying, say, sir, ahinenia ye dino infantimemu no, ahine di intina ye di hine no. I will say, ye bese ya ahine so that we ourselves personally, we will be rich, or we ye di hine say ebe buama sebio emebunu no enya bebia ejume bia ye. Because ejuma ne siwo no, nentwi na obo wei. Nentwi nananom nentwi na obo wei, Commander Sugar Factory. What's the wape akukone kon Bawumia mbra no be discussion in Chiremo. Abra Bawumia etwa ntro for 4 years. Bawumia never showed up in the central region after he told you say Obisi airport. For 4 years he never showed up again. I feel Osape power. He's using you the same chiefs for power. It's total disrespect. Ombumo. MPP as a political party, they don't respect the chiefs in the central region because MPP they will never go to Ashanti region. And go can't to for say Omo Baba ye Omo Baba bie Kumasi airport. Abro omunya omusro and intina omudi mrika eko Kumasi even airport no mu wie no ko penti wo ko for 2 for now say ye wie. They don't respect Monfanti for MPP whom somewhere Jimmy. I am telling you Fanti4, including myself. The MPP as a political party, Monfanti4 somewhere Jimmy. And every single time, they only show interest in Infanti4 when it is elections. Now, Infanti4, Jimmy, you say, Ayanze, yeah, swing state, Jim Papa, who swing state, what did you get from it? You are a swing state. Somebody is not a swing state. When you're airport. Now, while we are swing state, tell me what you have gotten from the NPP. In today, Biano, MPP Nimse Infanti4, you be a Jimmy. When the discussion starts, they'll say, oh, you know the Fantis, very dynamic people. They look at the issues before they vote. It's a swing state. Yeah, Jimmy, near to him, near to we are swing state. 4 years, no power the conquering. We are supposed to start thinking. And the MPP, they have always and continuously shown, say, they don't respect Infanti4, or more Infanti4, somewhere Jimmy. Continuously, the NDC have proven to you, say, they respect Infanti4. They have given you about 3 presidential candidates, Infanti4. They have built Commander Sugar Factory. They have done your roads. They have given you people what you deserve. Schools. Still, Infanti4, you must be a Jiminti. Yes, sorry, yes, yes, swing state. Today, Bawumia, what can he tell you? Because what he told you in 4 years or 4 years ago, he has not been able to deliver. It is all your hine. Na Bawumia begina with him. Now we change and in some Kasanya Mishrawa. Now we saw him. You don't respect your people. You don't respect Omo Audi or Mosono. Umoso Jimmy. I am Fanti4 you be ye Jim Papa. Na Oko from Wokrampo, I say, yes, and why I dem well, ya de impete, ya dem petu, ya dem poku, ya am belle. And you go, obi to be kabibi to your dream. Oh, Cape Coast of Fodze, why a swing state, ye Jim, ye Ndidi, ye near Diani, ye near Juma, obi le besi Kotokroba market, Emma, ye Cape Coasters, ye NDC, Kotokraba, NDC, Commander Sugar Factory, NDC. These are 2 edifices, a bit more over 60,000 in the central region. Now, I want to we are swing state. Ye Jinjiminti, near Guo. Hey, Ayenze, ye swing state development biamba, and MPP 4-way, a Jimmy ye. Me say, Kodan ho konkuras wo honorable Infanti4 ya dem punching. Ye ntumi ndwen. Ufri Cape Coast. Ana udu eye asena. Asenfo no se omo de omo nya Infanti4. Enso ye group omo nyina under central regional. Into udu asen central Kennedy Japan wa akokodu praswa. Omo se omo de omo ya haban mufo. Na omo mugu opona no ya mmoa. Erade jangopo. Infanti4 ye Jimmy brutal. Into Cape Coast. Elmina, omo opona no Salt Pond for na oba eye asen for na omo se Salt Pond for no ne Cape Coast for no ne Elmina for omo ye mmoa omo ye nkuraso for wo ye pofo. And almost omo asen side also omo ye kuafo into asen for no omo katwi kakra into omo adwene omo so omo asantefo into bedru asen central asen north omo guwa omo Infanti4 and so omo adwene omo so omo asantefo into say omo primpuntu kura no omo preko Kumasi Infanti4 ye Jimmy Erade Yagopo me say Infanti4 ye mubi ye Jimmy ultra asempra ai udru asimfosu na otoato aso akodu praso a omo mugu haban no nyina omo se omo de omo nya Infanti4 enso asantefo no hu nyam so omo nya Infanti4 nkwasiafo asantini bia hu obi ofiri fosu central ofiri fosu akodu praso asantini bia hu muso ejimi mu Infanti4 enti sa woto na wagire ya say so obi beka sa wo Infantini enti eno no ntiase omo mugu apona no de omo ye pofo. It is real, I'm telling you. Canada Japan side wo sa asemfo no omo Cape Coast so omo Jimmy omo ye poanofo. They don't consider themselves as them. Into do asenwa omo nyina kan asante. Ba omo Infanti4 yeah omo adwini mu no because omo ye koko omo ye kua a we mu de omo de fisherman no omo nye nipa Inti bo so omko MPP for kwa no divide omo. And intina MPP by no ome create constituency market in Japan. Eyen Asin Central. Because omo nimse mfantifo ye Jimmy. Into when you go there, create division. Into asini na ohu obi ofri ogwa. Ohu ni se already oyemfantini. Asini no ohu no so oyemfantini. And so they are all in one basket. And then omo dia treat mu abedru a Asin North. Udu Asin North omo yemfantifo. But because omo gu de enwure mu kakra na omo yekuafo no omo ne asantefo no share border no omo create bibia to obutirim se mema omo nye omo so omo yemfantefo se de impunto ba na de ama asantefo no na asantefo se asenfo nkwasiafo se eba abato a MPP fo ka kire se ye de munyina mu ye nipa wo no ma ka kire asenfo no se montoma MPP na mo de mase asantefo Kone ko say hone nam ye ne say me infantini. I know what I'm talking about. Kere Japan so ntumi kan fanti. O infantini. Kere Japan. O hunu so infantini o. But o gina fantifo asate so e di MP bede. Inti ono na adwene mu no. Infantifo no mo no magimi ama no. Inti uko Asin North on question o infantini ba o kan fanti. On say on tia santipo papa. En chese o ta santifo. But that is where he's from. O infantini ni mami infantini and he sees himself say o ya sinni. And into the MPP for person ye bibia no mutu no if you say on can sante on adwene and bon kwa sante into they needed to take question out sa so fu bi na on na no so onyam fantini o ya santini on can fante and I can Japan mota into what they do is say MPP for no omo brainwash Asin for no fantifo bi so omo nyam fantifo into so what study a ya beto abana na omo di nkomo omo say Cape Coasters they are a swing the region. They don't even talk about Asin for nyina come home, but almost separate Cape Coast for no. No mama Cape Coast for na dream be say omo de omo different. But okwa could do praswa. Honya central region. Infantifo ye Jimmy. I ready to go for. Infantifo ye Jimmy. Unto see a besu nyansa ye humpuntio da. And the NPP, they have mastered this craft. They know how to treat Infantifo. That is why they are bent on winning that Asin North seat. Because on him, so winning sa Asin North seat na. On akwana one the question be contest no. On free ho. Omakofa akan asantini no mo be contest ya sa seat no. Because yene Infantifo ne Jimmy Yemubi. Ya dream say MPP do Asin MPP no Asin go to Asin dia na MPP ayo Alankoyo Chamantin ko bie na no ka so ope flag bearer e wo MPP mo ka chen say no oye half caste onya santini donko die ntumi emma ne nye flag bearer e na ode ne nam ho no Alankoyo Chamanti o okobie na no kaka say me pese me lead MPP o so hwe na wo maame no papa ya asantefo in sometimes you people in the central region I sometimes I think say we are crazy we are stupid. A party for 30 years they have always represented a fanti on their ticket for 30 years. The NDC every time they get the opportunity they put a fanti on their ticket. No matter what. Still, the NDC struggles to win seats in the central region. A political party for 30 good years. Every single time they get an opportunity to go for an election, for 30 years, and can you send MPP nya seat to a central region? By your name for ye jiminti, ye mubini, ye muanti, ye jane say, ye yobi. Go and check the history. The NPP has never considered Fantinibia in their anything. They don't. Alankojo Chamantin and a half Fantia or contested say or person a flag bearer. They don't catch no. Also for kwasi anko because no on your full asantini any other tier. These are the things, Mr. S. Rawlings saw to the expansion of University of Education. Mills, Mahama did Kotokraba and Cape Coast Stadium. Kotokraba Market and Cape Coast Stadium. Kaswa Interchange. Commander Sugar Factory, Elmina Fishing Processing Factory, E-Blocks, Polyclinics, District Assemblies. When you NDC are in our central region, Jiminti, them punching. For 30 years, one political party, every time you have election, you have Fantini, a ticket, a count with ticket. 30 years. Still, the NDC is still struggling to get numbers. As we speak, the running mate of the NDC flag bearer is Fantini. Ni enya Fantini abua. Na mo pre nyoma. Amanfo pre nyoma kwa Santini mu hu ana. Infantifo. Asantifo pre nyoma kwa Santini mu hu. Won't say MP before actual letter so omu hia running mate oya Santini ba. A ofri menhia. Na ye infantifo de ye mo ana. Ye de ade papa de ye mpebi. Ye nwan, ye jim. Ye mol. Abua bi na ofi ye na ana. Ye nim nyansa. Ye de ade papa be fia ye mpe. For 30 years, ye Jimmy ye one bedroom ne, and the election day drupe NDP before because I find the central region is a swing state, it's a swing region. Where Jimmy, the central region should be a stronghold of the NDC. Muntieme, Monfantufuni be where Jim Dodo. The central region, it should be the stronghold of the NDC. A DMBM na NDC nyama central region. Ye Jimmy. The ebedin in the pe Tengana t-shirt Gare from Kaswa. The NDC they have developed central region to Asempra. Yes, from Kaswa. The NDC from Kaswa interchange, schools, auxiliary roads, water. They have developed through Elmina Gen. Omo develop ya ba bedu Asempra. Edi bi na pe NDC consistently. Every ticket to be a NDC babyano, infantini ka ho. What was say, I may gene ho, e ya boa ne ba, now just asante for, ana MPP, and the nya say, debia asantini na yomo a running mate, and can just ankomo ha. Now just MPP, ko da gene was a boa central region. Dear now the Bremo central region ho. Messi, I am fantiful, ye mubi, ye mol, ye jim, ye nim nyansa. MPP for when they ye mol ye jim go be use yana che. The better we need to sit and start asking questions. Nessa ankwasi asamne kan a central region is a swing state. It's a swing region. Are you foolish? Why should central region be a swing region? The central region should be the stronghold of the NDC. Technically, anka ushebupa anka NDC party na Infantifodia. Because everything about the party Infantifo, they have led every single position in the NDC. Into technically, and Kausha almost strong big shares for NDC. Infantifo. Today, a whole professor is the running mate of NDC. Yet I want Infantimemu Jimmy Bawumia. I don't know bit my mamu. Airport in a way. Achichidia na nkasa krampo ntumi amfa kwanta mbefie na ede dwamena. Achichidia takura. We ntumi amfa kuraba mbefie na dwamena. Na dwamena de nyansa na woni trim. Dwamena ameni ampon. Bawumia nyansa be na woni trim. Na aje senya policy Bawumia be man ko woni central region. Me say enya politics about Bawumia de no be join ya. Aje senka Bawumia ko woni central region. He knows nothing about central region. Guys, you have to reason. Jimmy no Dawson. All right, let's take care of business. Now, there's something I want to talk about, and it's got to do with this. A conversation I starting and saying that conversation, quite interesting. And this is the conversation. Bawumia urges political parties to agree on a long-term national development plan. Besides, I got to talk. National development plan. Says the back and forth is not helpful. Yes, Mahmoud Bawumia say, two political parties, politicians in Yafo. Go over Jimmy Bruta. Mahmoud Bawumia say, minim bathroom Okada, but or say, Mahmoud Bawumia say, be a friend national development plan. Or say, you a long-term development plan. Into ono Bawumia no two politicians for say, omu nyina embra together na ono na aban no, omu ntumi emfa national development plan embra. Now, let me read a story. Let me who say MPP for omu Jimmy. Yeah. Now, when you read the story, this is what Bawumia said. I'm sorry. Country. The flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, has urged the political parties to agree to sit around the table to draft a long-term national development plan. Yes, Mahmoud Bawumia catch political parties, the politicians say, "Omunyina Emma Omakumambra from no moment no one draft a long-term national development plan." That means so now so brofwa. Obeso ochre say, as we sit here, we don't have a long-term national development plan. Adia chia Samuel Molewe on an inquiry no munyanyano on my social media bekacho say Bawumia has brought a new policy, a long-term national development plan. He says the current back and forth on national development is not helpful. Say Bawumia say say na yam plan say yebenya national development plan. On this platform, on several occasions, we have spoken about the national development planner Atamil's John Mahama administration introduced a year 40 years at the whole. So why is Bawumia today telling Ghanaians say Obiambra together to come and discuss a long-term national development plan whilst we have a 40-year national development plan? Now, money 3 days. Boys somebody didn't they will come and tell you say Mahmoud Bawumia, he's saying that he has a new policy and that he is going to draft a new national development plan, a long term. But we already have a long-term national development plan. We have it. And it is something that we all know it has been there since 2014. Before John Mahama basically left office, there was a commission that had worked on long-term 40-year national development plan, which the records are there. So suddenly, for some reason, MPP4 have started speaking about national development plan, long-term national development plan, and that they want us to have a new draft. And I'm like, why? Where is this conversation coming from? Because the 24-hour economy, John Mahama Kachira will say, it is even in the National Development Planner that was put together in 2014. The commission sat down to rigorously go through Ghana's long-term plan and put it together. And as we sit here, the National Development Plan has been in existence for over 10 years. Yan check records, no. Mahmoud Bawumia Ochatru on Kanukru. Ochina Obabekache Ghana for say he has introduced a long-term national development plan into a policy. Boys no munyenya no Jubilee House na ebi social media no a omoni say wo womba no. Obakache Bawumia, he's the reason, he is the dia san kwasi ade we no moye. Now let's go back into history. And then Yembusa questions, Nyan check facts and say, was there a national development plan? Was there a 40-year national development plan? Who were against the national development plan? Because today, Matisse eye oseche mensa bunsu. Eka say we need to draft a long-term national development plan. Now listen to this jackal. This is oseche mensa bunsu.
Regardless of the quality of the produce, when we first came to Parliament, Rawlings was talking about Vision 2015. That was 1997 when we first came to Parliament. It was later amended, that document was later amended to Vision 2020 because of the composition of the NDPC.
So are you recommending that you change the law to make the appointment apolitical?
We change the law to make the composition be really reflective of a cross-section of society. And I would suggest that we make it very independent, devoid of political coloration.
You want to strip the president? You want to strip the president of the power to appoint?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Not necessarily. The president may appoint, but it will be subject to. We can say that some constituent groups in the country, like the TUC, like academia, like professionals in various fields of endeavor, be given the opportunity to elect or nominate people to that body. And
you see, this is what they do. NPP, they have been destroying this nation from day one. And Chairman Sabosu, he's speaking as if there's no national development plan. Oh, right now, no, and it's a president now appointed, or see a creative, now you're afraid TUC. Now, the idea is, the John Mahama NDC for Atamil some 2 or 40 years, for 10 years, Ashono, almost say young creative BB. Now the question here is, what is sitting there is still sitting there. Now, listen to another person, former Chief Justice.
Definitely. Well, whatever effective method will assure that there will not be every 4 years or 8 years hiccup. You move forward for a maximum of 8 years or an expected maximum of 4 years, and then there's a hiccup. How do you progress in that sort of way? After all, a development plan, a development program, who's the target? Ghana. So why should it depend on a political party? Do you see what I mean? Because at the end of the day, the objective and the goal is Ghana focused. Ought to be Ghana focused. Who's benefiting? Ghana. And if Ghana is benefiting, does it matter who started it?
So will you join the cause for that CI to be established?
If I haven't seen the terms of it, but yes, because up to now I have been rather advocating for a constitutional amendment in the Constitution, making it compulsory for that to be done instead of shall endeavor. No, we've seen what endeavoring does, so it should be bound. You should be bound to it. You should be free to make adjustments, but you do not abandon. You don't abandon.
See, the conversation they are having now, no? Now, when you ask them, they are speaking as if there is no national development plan. This woman was CJ for years when a commission was put together by Ghanaians. Because no matter what, anytime we try to put a commission together, it should be under a government and it should be under a party that has formed a government. So there's no way we can put a commission together without a government in place. And when there's a government, it means a political party came to power. Now, they are making it sound to say there's nothing like a national development plan. This is the former CJ. And you know what they do? They have a way of tilting Ghana's history. And they hide behind age. And they know us.